Hey, Trader Tom here, and you're about to watch an exclusive tutorial taken from our VIP Discord. It's a proper community built around real trading where I share my knowledge, skills, and live trades. If you want to join us, you'll find all the details at simply-forex.com or in the video description below. Okay, let's not mess around. Let's take a look at an exclusive vid taken from our VIP Discord. Hello traders, welcome back to Simply Forex. In today's video, we are going to look at what you should do when you're in a trade and there's big news coming out. Okay, this is different from trading the news. Yeah, I don't trade the news. Yeah, so when news comes out, you shouldn't enter a trade just before news coming out. But sometimes we find ourselves in a trade, that we've been in for a few hours and then news is coming out. Okay, so we're going to look at some techniques you can use to manage that trade, with news coming out. So this is what we're looking at, guys. This is Aussie dollar, US dollar. This is the H1 chart. All right, and this is a sell order. So we have sold this market here. Yeah, we was at our grey zone, at a resistance area. We got a bit of a reaction and we've decided to sell. Okay, and our stop loss is up here. All right, so this is the setup. And then as we speak, guys, the next hour, or the next couple of minutes, we've got some news coming out. All right, so what can you do? So first and foremost, you're in a losing trade. We're going to look at different situations. A losing trade, you're at break even or you're in profit. So this one, you're in a losing trade. What can you do? So first and foremost, we need to move our stop loss down. Yeah. So, we are taking a bit of a gamble, but let's be honest, you're already in a losing trade. Yeah. You're not far from your stop loss. We don't have, you may as well stay in the trade. Okay, so I would just move my stop loss from here, just above this H1 candle here. So I'm reducing my risk. I'm already in a losing trade. I don't have much more to lose. Okay, best case scenario, news comes flying down. Worst case scenario, it takes my new stop loss out here. Okay, but I have reduced the risk. Because I've moved my stop loss. So that's what you can do if you're in a losing trade. All right. If we play this along now, I'm going to find another situation where we're at about break even. All right. So now we find ourselves at this situation. So nothing's changed. We're still in the same trade, but price is now here. Okay, and in the next 5 minutes, couple of minutes, we've got news coming out. So we are at pretty much break even. So at this point, you've got a couple of options. So you can close the trade for a very small loss, if not, break even. Okay, that's your first choice. Or we can move our stop loss. Okay, you could move your stop loss all the way down to perhaps above this red candle here, or even lower, guys, if you wanted to. I'm just heavily reducing my risk again. So you can get out of break even, or you can move your stop loss down. And again, try to see if the news goes in your favor. If it comes crashing down, great. If it doesn't, it will take out your stop loss very quickly, and you will take a small loss on this trade. You do need to be aware of slippage, guys. When news comes out, you may not get filled at this level. Let's say you put your stop loss here. You may not get filled. You may not get filled until up here, for example, because of that volatility that's entered the market. All right. So that you do need to bear in mind. So they're your options if you're at roughly break even. Now, guys, let's imagine this is the situation. All right, let's price come down a bit. Okay, now we're in this situation. We're nicely in profit. Yeah. And your trade is, reacted at your support and resistance level and is coming down nicely, and your target's down here somewhere. You're thinking, I really like this trade. I don't want to get out of it, but we've got loads of news coming out. All right. So here you have a few options. All right. So first of all, close the trade. Yeah. You would have made this amount of pips. Yeah, you would have made some nice profit. That's your first option. Secondly, yeah, you can move your stop loss from here to break even. Yeah, move it down to break even. Yeah, you have it's almost like a risk-free trade. Yeah, you are having a punt at the news going in your favor, but it's risk-free. You can do this, but bear in mind, if news does whip back up, you take no profit on this trade. Okay, so we can do this. The third idea, and what I typically do if I'm in profit, is this, guys. At this level, I know news is coming out in 3 minutes. It's the interest rate decision or something. It needs to be big news. All right, we've got the interest rate decision coming out. What we can do is you could close 50% of the trade. Yeah. Maybe 60% of the trade. Yeah, maybe 70. Okay, it's up to you. Close 50, 60, 70% of the trade and then move the stop loss back to break even. Okay, back to here. This is your break even point. And then you've already secured some profit because you've closed 50, 60, 70% of your trade. So you're happy about that. And worst case scenario, it whips back up, takes out your stop loss, yeah, but you still made money, yeah, on the initial trade. Best case scenario, the news makes this pair come flying down, all right, and you can, take some money off at your original target and maybe still let it run. Depends how, how quickly and volatile it moves in one direction. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. It can be frustrating when you've got news coming up, especially when you have them weeks when it feels like there's big news every week, every day. And it feels like you can't trade. So these are a few techniques you could perhaps use to help you with those busy news weeks that we sometimes have. And if you enjoyed my techniques, if I could ask you, maybe you're new to the channel, if I could ask you to subscribe to the channel right now. Also smash that notification button, guys, so you receive an alert every time I post a vid. And everyone, if you could please smash that like button right now. Yeah, help support the vid. Much appreciated, guys. All right, so yeah, hope that helps, guys. I'll see you next time. Traders, if you enjoyed the vid, then please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, and please smash the like button. Also, please come join us by checking out all the links below, and I'll see you next time.